Hello everybody, and welcome to the video. In this video we're going to be learning how to control the fan speed of the HP Pavilion laptop. So talking about the laptop, it's a really great laptop. I think it has good specs, the Intel i5-9300H processor, so it's an H, so that's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It has a speed of 4.2 GHz with the turbo boost clock, and it has a GTX 1650, which is not underclocked at all. So but there's a problem. The fans on it don't run fast, so it gets pretty hot pretty fast, and like the temperatures really spike up as soon as you literally just do anything within half an hour. And when you go to see if the fans can be controlled, this happens. Wait a second. How do I control my fans? How do I control my fans? There's nothing here. There's just system files and network booster. Where is performance control? Where is performance control? It was written in the app, it was there. Wait a second. Okay, so there's no fan control. What do we do now? The temperatures are literally spiking instantly and there's nothing I can do about it. The GPU is exceeding 18 sometimes. What is wrong with this? This year's model was supposed to be nice. Oh, wait, it is nice than last year, but it's not perfect. So, which is why this time we're going to be learning how to control the fan speed of the laptop using an app, and it really works. So, yeah, so by along with setting your fan speed, you can also set your temperature curve if you want. Like you can choose by how much temperature there is on your laptop, and then you can choose what fan speed you want for that. You can set that too. I mean, literally, fan curve setting is really something that's not available in any app mostly, except SpeedFan, because SpeedFan's the king, and we all know that. And also along with that, you can also literally, if you want to set the max fan speed, like if you don't want that 100 and you want 95 or 90, you can also do that as a side feature, which is pretty helpful. Yeah, so let's go. Yeah, so let's start the how to. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna use an app. It's gonna be really simple, and listen, just listen, keep on listening. We're gonna use an app called Notebook Fan Control. Okay, stop. I know you're literally saying that how you all have tried that before and how it doesn't work. Well, you haven't tried it completely, because it does work, and that's why this video is here. So yeah, just watch with me, okay? Pretty sure anyone who's coming with this video has most probably tried Notebook Fan Control and is probably shouting how useless that app is, maybe, but it's not. It's really nice. It's one of the best sort of apps I found. It even lets you set the fan curve and all. Okay, so you just go and download Notebook Fan Control if you literally haven't already, and uninstalled it because you raged at it too much. So just reinstall it again, and the link will be in the description. And let's go and launch it. Yeah, so this is gonna be the app, Notebook Fan Control, and yeah, just open it. Literally, that's all you have to do. I'm gonna close this one. I already had it running because I've been controlling fan speeds and all. And yeah, so when this app opens up, you're gonna see a thing called selected configuration for your motherboard. That's gonna be the configuration for your motherboard, and it's not gonna be selected yet. In mine it is, but I'm gonna show you as if you're opening it. So it's gonna be disabled obviously because there's nothing here right now. And there's going to be a settings. That doesn't matter. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna click this three dotted button, which is, it's always the three dotted button. Come on. So you're gonna select the config, and from the config, if you're here, you must have not tried this. You must have tried any one of these, or notebook PC, and it didn't work, and you were all angry about it. So go ahead and try the HP. Click the HP Compute 15 S103DX if you have the HP Pavilion Intel version. I'm not 100% sure if it works with the Ryzen version because I don't have it. So just check with that. It's worth checking. Okay, it's worth it. I think it'll probably work because the motherboard will probably be the same in it. So anyway, select this one, HP Compute 15-S103DX. It's easy to find. It's the first from the H line. Like there's the G line above it, and then there's the rest of the HP line. It's the first H only. Okay, just go ahead and select that. Okay, and yeah, click apply. So it's gonna take a moment, and now it started reading. It's 76. It's showing it's 76. My temperature. So it's showing 70 right now. And what you're gonna do? You want now you wanna set it to enabled. When I was trying it all out, I was at read only, and it didn't work, and I had to try it all over again. And it's happy to see that at the first try, it worked. You set this to enabled, and you look what happens. Set it all the way up. Whoa, what is that? Is the fan speeds actually going up? Really? Is it actually going up? Like, you hear that really loud noise when you had last updated Windows or your BIOS. That's so loud. That is really loud. Let me check the fan vents. Oh my god, they're literally throwing air. Wow, that seems it actually works. So yeah, it works, yeah. Just didn't try this if you're here, surely. So just go to enabled, and this one works. The HP Compute 15S103, I'll be including the name, the description, just so you can search it, and it works with the HP Pavilion 15. It's that simple. You just do that, set enabled, and hit that right up, and the fan speeds will literally listen. And look, now it's at 66 as soon as I started. So fast. 65 and 64 probably in a second. So yeah, that's what you can do with it. And now so you can actually control the fan speed. We've just done it. We've just controlled the fan speed. Now, there's another couple of things I want you to do, okay? You go back to select a config. You go back to edit the other features. That's from which I started loving this app. Stephen Hirschman, that you really great. So, now you'll see the config name anyway. You'll see the config name here. And you'll see the notebook model inserted, whatever. Config author, that's fine. Whoever built this, because I didn't, obviously. And now you're gonna see a bunch of settings over here. You're gonna see EC pole interval millisecond. I am not sure what that is. Critical temperature in degrees Celsius, that's the highest temperature. Like in this app, there's a setting, like if you pick critical temperature when it reads the temperature of a CPU, and GPU. This is controlling both the fans, CPU and GPU. You'll see, I'll tell you. And so if it goes up to certain temperature here, it'll start going in its critical mode, where it basically does is that it automatically goes to 100. That's all. So you can set that up. It was in 80 here, but I set it up to 90 because I found it a little high. 80 is fine by most things. Now, next tab, it's fan configuration. It's the actual configuration of how the fan is. Fan display name, CPU fan. It's displayed CPU because this model, the actual model, must have only one fan, but it's controlling both the fans, don't you worry. It's controlling both the fans of your Pavilion, and it's not going to damage them or anything. I've tried this out for nearly a month now. It's not doing anything. And the fans, so yeah. And CPU fan display name, read register. This means that how much, not, let me just set them up aside real quick. Yeah. So read register means how much it will read here. Like if it only increases by 17%, only then it will show a 17% increase here. And write register is how much it's writing on the actual fan speeds on your laptop. Like if they're at say 14 and you enable it for 100, so it will increase, tell it to go first at 14, right? Yeah, so it will go up at 34, then 54, and then it on. That's how. Minimum speed is how much minimum a speed should be of the fan. Like how much minimum it should go. Like if I were to press this at 0, completely like 0, it and if the minimum speed is set at 19, right, so it won't ever go 0, it will actually stay 19 and no less. And max speed, okay, here you might want to notice something. If you're having some problem, I had it earlier, and if you're having, I've heard this too, if you're seeing that once you put it up to 100, it sounds really loud for a while but then goes down. That's because of this. It's set really low. So you want to do this, you want to select this blue highlight, edit, and then you want to put it up to 90. It's usually, if it's happening with you that you put it up to 100 and it seems to go up the fan speed and the noise, and then it seems to go down again, that's because the fan speed must be set lower. Say at like 50, mine was 53, so I just put it up to 90. Okay, that's about it. And so this is where you said the min and max fan speed. Don't worry, just tinker with these values. Actually, right now I'm going to change this to because like why not? It doesn't do anything. It just puts the name here once I save it all. So here, okay, this is something wrong. Temperature thresholds. This is used for setting the fan curve. Like at what temperature the what should be the fan speed. So it's that simple. At what temperature what fan speed should be. So if it comes at just at 20, it will be 10%. It's written 40, it's 20%. 50 and 40. You might notice an up and down threshold. That's because if it's at up at 50, then it'll go 25, and unless it goes below 40, it'll stay at 25 only. When it goes below 40, it'll start to go to 20. That's that simple. So yeah, and all of these and so on. So I didn't find the need to mess up with this because it's already much more than HP provides. So I didn't find the need to mess up with this. They worked alright. So you can mess it up if you want. It doesn't change anything for it. If you want 100% for every single one of these, just highlight them, click edit, and 100. If you want, that's your choice. And yeah, so when do these work? Yeah, let me also tell you that when you go and put this up all the way to auto, okay, then is when this will come up. Otherwise, it will be your manual. Okay, so. And fan speed override. Yeah, well, this is something you don't want to mess up. Like, it doesn't do much. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but it doesn't cause any problems either. So just let it be. And yeah, that's what it is. I told you, if you learned how to do the like CPU fan speed, we learned how to change the fan speed manually. We learned how to change the min speed and max speed. And yeah, I mean, and also we learned how to set up the fan curve. If you want it 100, you do it. If you want it 0 for all temperatures and put it to auto, you do it. But your computer will probably shut down, and that will not be great. So I think you don't do it. Don't set it to 0 for every single one, just for fun. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. And yeah, that's literally about it. We learned how to do the fan speed. I'm summarizing once. Fan curve here. Fan max and min speed, and of course the main manual fan control. Let me just quickly set that up so you know how it works. So when you want to change something, I just click this, edit. I'm going to change this to and GPU fan. What? Fingers are so cold. Why? My fingers are so cold. So yeah, it changed here. Now you click save, and then done. That's all it is. And now you click apply. Now you see it changed here. And you can change everything like this. That's about it. In the settings feature, I'm pretty sure you don't need this. You can just understand it yourself. It's pretty simple. So yeah, that's how you do it. It's that simple. You control the fan speeds using this way only, and you will find that it works for you. So yeah, about when you should do this. You should do this when I set it up at the side so I can monitor it all time. You should when you change your fan speeds and what you should do. You shouldn't. People. You might be wondering if I keep it at 100 at all time. No, that'll damage my fan. Listen, there's no need to be worried about that because fan speeds have I've read it that they last much more than the components. They last about 50,000 hours, I think, and that's basically 5 years on continuous use. And nobody uses the computers 24/7, do they? So it's about to last 6 years, and by the time you'll already switch at 100, they're tested for that. So yeah, they predict that and they test that. So it's meant to be last at this point only. If you keep it at 100, you won't be probably keeping it at 100 either. You'll probably go auto when you're doing work and you want that higher speed because HP does not provide. If you see the readings right now at 67, it's at 18.3%. So that's pretty bad, right? And I've seen that at 80 degrees Celsius it goes up to 50 only. It stays here according to this. Well, let's get another application and monitor it as well because you can't trust this only. Need some other background. Let's go on Omen Gaming Hub. Let's see. Very useful system files. See, 70, 75. They're all updating at different times. So 70, 69, 74, 70. It's basically the same. See? And the GPU temperatures, well, we can confirm. Omen Gaming Hub is obviously confirmed. GPU 60, its task manager also shows, and it's also showing 60. So Omen Gaming Hub is confirmed, and Omen Gaming Hub confirms notebook fan control. Simple. That's about it. So when you should do it is that I recommend if you're doing a very heavy task and the temperatures are going very up, just enable N100. Otherwise it'll already do that for you because the CPU temperature will probably be above 80, and that's the default critical temperature. And if you're doing anything else, I'll recommend auto. I mean, its fan curve, default fan curve is pretty good, 70 and 75%. That's pretty good according to me. So yeah, and you can set it up to any mid value you think that the constant speed if you want. So, and if you want to trade off between noise, because the HP Pavilion fans are really noisy at 100, like, but I don't care about noise, okay? Let me just tell you, I do not care about noise. I want performance. Performance. Okay, so let me show you a test. We're gonna render this. Right now we're at default, okay? It's on read only, so it's only reading. We're gonna run the test. It's 94. And look how it spiked up. Look how good it spiked up. It's 96. Oh my god. We're gonna confirm that using Omen Gaming Hub. As you already know, it's very accurate. It's been known to be very accurate. I don't know why I closed it. There we go. Just take a second and it'll show. We can read the reading from here, okay? 96, 97. See, and 97. It's written in orange. And orange info shows orange is high CPU GPU temperature. That's pretty high. It's at 86, and it shows that it should be at critical right now. So yeah. Now that it's all good, we're getting good CPU usage. I'm going to close this off. Blender open. Not responding. That's the first time that's happened. Okay, I'll close it. Maybe a good restart and all will help. Okay, stop reporting the problem. I don't think they ever do that, do they? Aha. There you go. Yeah, YouTube is ranked 50% and you expect Blender to open after that? Yeah, let's go. This is catastrophe. It loaded up. I love my computer being on a load. Right now the fans aren't low, so but I'm gonna show them to you with render times and temperatures. Right now I think it's thermal throttling, that's why the temperature is so constant. Don't worry, we'll start up once it starts thermal throttling while rendering. Let's change the folder. It's done. Let's change the folder to travel to accept. Now render animation go. Okay, now we're on the Blender 2.81. Let's see. Aha! See? And yeah, now the green bar's coming too. Go, my son. Run. Okay, so the temperature's at 89. It will obviously take up a while to spike up. So we're gonna start up the fan control and see. So it's starting up. The fan starts from 0. They're still starting up, don't worry. They're working. They're starting up right now. And one of them is at full. Now the other one will be at full. And it dropped 1 degree right now. Don't worry, it'll take a second for both the fans to start up. Look, they're starting up and now the fans are getting much noisier and the temperature's going much down. It's going down. It's like the GPU temps. 66, oh my god, it's usually at 80 after a while. I don't think it'll go any lower, but I think it'll reach a higher, at least faster rate. And you know, the noise proves that they're working. Wait, one second. See, 85. Good solid 85, 84. Oh my god, what is about the GPU? 64. See, it really drops it. It really drops it down. It was at 90 and it dropped by 6 degrees. That's because it was still, my render had just started and it's going to be at 98 in a couple of minutes. And then when I usually started, it goes back to 84, 83. Then it starts to rise up, which indicates the fact that the laptop is now getting rid of its thermal throttling and now the CPU is working at a much higher pace. So it'll go down and then it will slowly rise up to an optimum temperature and will stay there constant, but you'll get a much higher performance out of your system. I've seen that. My render time was like 1 minute 20 seconds and it dropped down to 58 seconds. That's a 20-second difference. That's a ton. Okay. Let me see what performance overlay shows. See, it's 62. Okay, 4 degrees now. It's 4 degrees, and here we have, what was that? 91, right? Yeah, 7 degrees difference. CPU 100, GPU 1. That's just because it's showing it on gaming hub will show it completely. So it'll show that. And yeah. Yes, that's about it. It starts to work. Everything is working. GPU is all at 0.7 volt and it's meant to be at 1. So it's pretty good and the temperatures are pretty cool. Look how cool they are. For both of them. You see a lot of hot air coming out from behind. It's just hot. So yeah, that's what it is. I tested. And you know how to set up the fan speed manually using this great app which you once thought trash, just like me, until I couldn't just accept it and I just went for them all. So yeah, I guess we're done. Thank you.